Good morning, my fine friends. I'm so glad you're here today. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Today is the day where we tap in to Thursday, meaning in our business. This is where we do a throwback Thursday. So every day of the week, in case you're new here, every day of the week we have a different theme. Okay. And the theme directs our actions for the day. And as long as you do the theme, your business will grow. You will grow. Okay, so today is Throwback Thursday. And what that simply means is that we go back into all of ourselves, all of the stuff we've created this week. Okay, all the reach outs we've done, all the business connections we've made, all the projects we've started. We go back into that, we throw it back, and we look at what do we need to clean up, keep moving, keep checking in with, what do we need to do to keep our business and ourselves moving forward. I also love using Thursdays, Throwback Thursdays, for doing some of the larger monthly things in my life. So I check in with how are my finances going, what bills need to be paid next week, where finances are, any other like change the beds on Thursdays. Any other thing that needs to happen where I just check in and make sure that my life is moving along. Have I stuck to the schedule that I want to stick to, that I've committed myself to, so that I can keep moving forward? Okay. And if you don't know me, I'm Amanda Carruthers. I've been doing training and coaching and developing for since I was 10 years old. And so this is my gig, this is my thing. And what I really focus on is helping people be their best self and be more of them every single day. And so I call them out, I ask hard questions, I help people get clear, I help people stand up to that courage. I help people really step into the opportunities that they want to create for their life. An example of this is that I was just, so I do coaching, professional coaching in big enterprise corporate organizations, as well as small businesses, as well as real estate agents. And I'm so passionate about doing this, right? So it's really about the profession of helping people become better. And I've studied my whole life for this. So, yesterday I was talking to a woman in a large organization, and she was wanting to talk to her CEO. And we've worked together for now a year, and I've known her, gosh, just totally transform in the year that we've been together. So I started out talking to her about, okay, here you're approaching me in, an Adidas jumpsuit and tennis shoes, and it's 3 sizes too big for you. And you're at work and you are a leader, like a top leader in the organization. How do you think people perceive that? And she said, I want to come off really familiar and casual so that people feel comfortable to talk to me. And I said, well, I get that part, but what is the role that you're in and what do people expect of you? And how close are you living to that expectation? So we had a long talk about it. So what ended up happening was her going, "You know what? I just don't know. I don't have enough time to shop for myself. I don't have enough time to fix good meals for myself. I'm working all the time. I have a cute little girl that I take to basketball games all weekend. And then I think soccer during the week and then dance during the week. Her husband works. And so it's the three of them. And it was really a good conversation to go, okay, where do you want your life to go? Because this isn't working for you. I mean, I can see it. I just met you in person and I can see that you're not in your skin, you're not happy. So in the last year, we've been working on she now goes to get her nails done on a regular basis, like every other week. Now, with the COVID stuff, that's a little bit different. We had a masseuse lined up for her once or twice a month, depending. We created boundaries around what was her time, what was her daughter's time, what was her and her daughter's and her husband's time. So she started to create a place for herself in her life. We started to re-engage what was her passion and her hobbies when before she was married, even, what really brings a spark to her world. And then we also started talking about how is she presenting herself to the world. So she said she needed to lose about 40 extra pounds that she had gained when she had had her child. And her child was much older now. So she needed to lose some weight. She wanted to feel better in her body. She wanted to have better energy. She felt a lot of inflammation, a lot of lethargy, and she would have crashes in the afternoon with her. She would be on soda pops usually all morning and then crash in the afternoon and say, I just don't understand why I'm not feeling so good. So we reworked that, right? So I helped her with a nutrition plan. I helped her with supplements and things to get her body sort of figured out. Now, I'm not professionally certified as a nutritionist, or even as a weight trainer. I'm not professionally certified that way. I have done it my entire life. And so I said, here's what works for me. You can take this, and we can also incorporate a professional nutritionist into this experience if you'd want to. She tried what I was trying because it was a program, well-researched program, and so she got onto that. So she wasn't just relying on me; she was relying on a lot of science. But that's also helped. That changed her energy significantly. That gave her some more pep in her step, if you will. And then we hired a body consultant for her. So we have been helping her feel good in her clothes, in her skin, in her body, in her mind, in her life, and getting herself back. And so now we're in the second year of our engagement, and she is doing absolutely outstanding. For when I met her, she was at a lower level in the organization, and I love to work with leaders that are on their way up, that are motivated to go somewhere. I do really well with that. So she is now talking to the CEO all the time. She will be into, I think, the executive suite in the next 2 or 3 months. Her appearance has completely changed. She has been a leader in several different forefronts about what's going on in the world right now in her business. And so this is just a small example of the type of work that I get to do with people, with women, with men. It's really that whole life development and helping people really be their best selves. So when I share this stuff with you, I share it from this place of saying, okay, guys, here's the experience that I've gotten over working with so many leaders, and here's how I want to help you. So that's the information that I'm bringing to you. And of course, all questions are welcome. I'm here to help, and I'm here to raise you up as you're watching this. I'm here to help you get better. And it's not, I don't have the answers. I'm not the expert. You're the expert of your life. I am not. My job is to ask questions and help you get clear. And my job is to help point out things that don't make sense when you say them. And my job is to point out when you say something and it's not believable. Like, do you really believe that? Really? Did you just say that? Do you really believe that? And then when I say those types of things, the person always kind of takes a back step because they're not used to somebody really directly communicating with them and what they feel. And so they get clear. Oh, well, actually, no, I really mean this. So it's this process of unpeeling the onion for people that helps them get more into their mojo, more into what they do and what they are. If you keep watching my channel here, you're going to see I'm in workout stuff a lot. Um, I'm really body oriented. I'm very physical oriented, kinesthetic. And so I'm always moving, shaking, dancing, doing something fun. And so you're more than welcome to join me. But this is pretty casual conversation here for you. So let me get back to the topic today. So it's about getting clients now. And the most important thing that we can do for clients is to be present with them. Period. It's not about selling something or going somewhere or making a bunch of promises at the end. It's about, what does this person need? What are they in pain about right now? Now, it's not always convenient or easy to get to that point in the conversation. So it's really better for you to spend time with people. Now, whether it's on Zoom because of this COVID thing or you get to see them in person, I know that some of the real estate people actually get to go show houses. And so if that's you, just be present with the person that you're with and be curious and honest about what you're picking up and how you're learning about them, and rephrase questions and ask questions and bring back things that they've said so that they feel cared for, so that people get this experience that they're important with you. And it doesn't matter really what the conversation goes to. It matters that you stay with them. It matters that you show them that you're there with them. And that over time builds trust and builds relationship. It also gives you a lot of information as to how this person is motivated, what they're looking towards, what they need, and it allows you to start to get creative about how can you provide those services to this person. So if I'm listening to potentially somebody that wants to buy a home, I wanna pay attention to what their likes are and their dislikes are and how many friends they usually have over and what their family life is like and how often do they wanna go to the pool with their kids. Now, some of these things are standard. You're like, "Yeah, yeah, Amanda, I'm a real estate agent. I do that anyway." But I want you to actually go beyond that. I want you to get to know them even deeper. Um, I want you to get to know what scares them. I want you to get to know what challenges them. It may have nothing to do with house. I want you to get to know what makes them successful in their life. I want you to get to know um, what what are their aspirations, you know, by the time they're 65 or 85. What do they want to say that they have done when they've, gotten to that age? What things have they accomplished? I want you to know this depth of people because this is what really matters. This is what makes us feel connected and human. And when we build this kind of a relationship with somebody, they become our client. So, my job is to really show up in the conversation and be present with them. And then from there, build it further so that when they have a need, they actually think of calling me. They think of the connection that we established. Let me just say full out that emotions, an emotional connection make a more solid conversation than a bunch of advertising. Okay, so no matter how many social medias posts and things that you do, if you do not create an emotional connection between you two, you won't keep them. It doesn't matter, they won't call you. But when they get into that emotional space with you and share and get vulnerable and just be themselves, you now start to become more of a priority in their life because they've given you something deeper to them. And this is how we build true authentic relationships that keep coming back with referrals. Okay, so I'm putting this out there for you to start thinking about. Getting clients now is more, especially in today, is about really showing up with people around you today without an agenda. Just start talking to people. Just reach out. Just start and talk to people. Okay. Um, and the best thing to do is just check in. Hey, I'm checking in. How are you doing? What's going on? That's a great place to start the conversation. What's new in your world? Tell me what's changed. If you see any opportunities to provide value, support, make any recommendations, make a connection for them, that's your opportunity. If it doesn't show up, that's okay. That's okay. People know, I've used a real estate example. People know that you're in real estate. So they know automatically that you're probably calling and wanting something for real estate. But it's when you call and you don't have real estate on your mind that they still answer the phone because they know darn well that they can call you. So your job is to create a connection, an emotional connection with people, and then let that take its way. Okay, because people will see you and go, "Oh yeah, I think he's so cool or she's so cool. I love them. Absolutely, they're going to sell my house when I need to sell my house." So I want to just leave this with you. I've been talking enough today. I think this is plenty, but it's great seeing you guys today. Wonderful to see you. Happy Thursday. It is Throwback Thursday, so take care of the stuff you need to. And I look forward to talking to you again soon.